Welcome to third session of mathematics class, BSc first year, paper 2, calculus 1, third session. Okay, today we are going to discuss about some examples on nth derivative or successive differentiation. In the previous two sessions, already we derived some standard results, x to the power of n, e power ax, sin of ax plus b, e power x into sin of ax plus b, log of ax plus b, a power mx and so on. Okay, today we are going to solve examples on the basis of these results. Okay, first I would like to take the first example, the nth derivative of cos to the power of 4x. Okay, it is a very simple. In the nth derivative or a successive differentiation, we can observe all the functions, we never exceeds the power 1 here, means it is a linear form, all the results are in linear form. We can take e power x, x to the power of m is an polynomial, it has an nth derivative, nth order, no problem. Okay, means power is an n. We can take an algebra trigonometric functions cos x or e power ax into sin x or e power ax into cos ax, but here is mentioned here cos to the power of 4x, it is not a cos x term. The one more thing you should remember, in the second PU we learned many trigonometric formulas related to transformation formulas, multiple angle formulas and so on. The very important thing you should remember, we have the formula for cos x or cos ax plus b or sin ax plus b, but in this case it is an cos to the power of 4x. Okay, but we have the result of cos 2x results, multiple angle formulas. Cos 2x can be written as 1 minus 2 sin square x, 2 cos square x minus 1, or you can write like this. Okay, observe the result, you are going to use this result here cos to the power of 4x. I used here cos power 4x can be written as, first at the beginning I am written as a cos square x into cos square x, because I want to express this cos power 4x as in linear form. Okay, that is the reason I took it as cos square x. The result can be written as, what is cos square x by using cos 2x formula? Okay, you can write it as 1 by 2 times of 1 plus cos 2x, okay, whole square I written as. Finally I am writing this result as, how many times you are multiplying cos square x into cos square x, it becomes, you can write it as 1 by 4 times of, this is an a plus b whole square formula, 1 by 4, because a is an 1 here, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 into 2ab, 2 into ab, we are writing this is an 2ab. Okay, finally we are writing as 1 by 2 into cos 2x, it is an a square b square 2ab. Okay, next observe the results here. After expressing the a plus b, we are making the function as in terms of linear form, that is my intention. Okay, next step is 1 by 4 as it is, you are writing still it is an cos square 2x, again it is a cos 2x, I am writing this cos 2x and as it is, but it is an cos square 2x, we cannot get the result of multiple the nth differentiation. Again you are rewriting as a cos square 2x as 1 plus 1 by 2 times of 1 plus 4 cos 2x by 2, you are writing very clearly, again in terms of linear form. Okay, after simplification we get of taking constant, this is one constant, this is also another constant, finally we get a 3 by 8, this is the term as it is. Again you are multiplying 1 by 4 into this 4 become 1 by 8, you are writing. Okay, observe each and every term in this step. 3 by 8 is a constant, cos 2x is a linear term, a 1 by 8 into cos 4x, it is of the type cos ax plus b plus cos ax plus b, b is 0 here. Okay, next after getting the cos power 4x in the form of a linear term, you are taking an nth order derivative formulas here. Okay, now we are substituting one by one nth order derivative. The nth order derivative of cos to the power of 4x as nth differentiation of a constant means 3 by 8, the nth differentiation of cos 2x, nth differentiation of cos 4x. Okay, next step we can observe the nth differentiation of constant is equal to 0. Okay, next is 1 by 2, I written as 1 by 2 is as it is. The nth derivative of cos 2x formula says that 2 to the power of n into means a to the power of n, a means 2 to the power of n. Again 1 by 2 can be written as 2 to the power of n divided by 1 by 2 is 2 to the power of n minus 1, I written as it is after simplification. Cos of bx, bx is, this is bx plus n pi by 2, we are writing an n pi by 2 means this is an n into pi by 2, I written as n pi by 2. Similarly 1 by 8 into What is the formula for this is 4 to the power of n, because a to the power of n is a 4 to the power of n. The next this is the value is cos of 4x, means bx plus n pi by 2. Once and I repeat, what is the very interesting factor is when you given a cos to the power of 4 cos square x and cos cube x, there is no such results for the nth derivative. The derivative for the trigonometric function is the linear form cos bx plus c or sin bx plus c. That is the reason by using a transformation formula and multiple angle formula, you can express the cos square x, cos cube x, cos power 4x in terms of an formulas here. Again you are going to bring in the linear form, then apply for the nth derivative results, should remember. Okay, you can take next example here. Next example is differentiation of cos cube x into sin square x. Observe the result, cos cube x, there is no such formula of nth derivative. Sin square x, there is no such result, but you have sin x and cos x. But even though we can observe very interesting factor, the both terms are multiplying, means there is no such results in the nth derivative, means you are going to take a individual calculation by using a transformation formulas. First I would like to express cos cube x into sin square x as I written cos cube x can be written as a cos 3x formula in the second PU. We can write it as 1 by 4 times of cos 3x 3 cos x. Okay, next sin square x can be written as 1 minus 2 cos 2x formula. Whatever the power is mentioned, cube and square I mentioned as it is here. You are not mentioned here, I understood it is we are mentioned here. Okay, finally you are writing, that is what is the value, finally I am writing 1 by 8 times of, we are multiplying 1 by 4 into 1 by 2, we are writing cos 3x into, we can take an expansion of this is, we are not writing sin square x, it is wrong here. Okay, next is 1 by 2 into this is 1 by 8 into cos 3x, similarly 3 cos x into 1, similarly we can multiply these two, finally we get this is the step. It is a very simple only operations, arithmetic operations. Okay, after simplification we get 1 by 16 times of this is 1 by 8 into 1 by 16. Okay, into, observe the result, cos 5x after simplification, how many 5 cos x are there, how many cos 3x, how many cos x, we can simplify, we get this result. Again you can observe finally 1 by 16 times of cos x, cos 3x, cos 5x, it is in the linear form. We can directly apply the nth derivative result for these three terms. We can apply here finally 1 by 16 as it is, the nth differentiation of 2 cos x, 2 is an as it is. What is the value of the nth differentiation of cos of a means 1 here, 2 to the power of n is 1 here, 1 to the power of n is 1, 2 coefficient as it is, cos x plus n pi by 2 minus times of, what is an a is 3, I written as a 3 to the power of n, cos 3x plus n pi by 2, and again the next term is, we can observe, okay, that is 5 to the power of n, because it is an a is an a 5 here, again plus n pi by 2, this is the result. Okay, next by what is the observation in the first two results here, cos power 4x is a single term, even its power is 4, we are applying the multiple angle formulas. Okay, in this case you are applying cos cube x into sin square x, again you are going to use the result of previous results, finally we get the solution for this is, until and unless the linear term of cos x or a sin x or a trigonometric function, we cannot get the result for nth derivative, you should remember this. Okay, next is, what is the next topic is, we are taking a one partial fractions, one problem from the partial fractions. Observe the result, you should remember what is the partial fractions, everything we learned already in the second PU. The main thing is the given partial fraction is a proper or improper, you should identify at the beginning. Okay, how to identify? If the degree of the numerator is less than degree of the denominator is called as a proper fraction. Once again I repeat, the degree of the numerator is less than degree of the denominator, this is called a proper fraction. If it is degree of the numerator is greater than or is equal to degree of the denominator is called improper fraction. This is the thing you should remember before going to find the solution for nth order derivative in the partial fractions. Okay, observe the result in the given function. Okay, degree of the numerator is 2, degree of the denominator is x into 2x become a 2x square. Anyway, if both are same means the given partial fraction is improper. What is the next step we are going to do in the improper fraction here? you should bring into a proper fraction. How to bring this is, it is a very simple method. Divide the numerator by the denominator. Denominator is mentioned, if multiply these two linear terms, it become a 2x square plus 7x plus 6. You are written here, you are dividing this term numerator by denominator. You can take an 2 is their coefficient, means you are taking 1 by 2 times of, you can multiply and finally we get 1 by 2 into this x square become 1 by 2 x square. Here written is finally, after simplification I written, this is the step we get finally, okay, one second, okay, this is the step we get finally 1 by 2. How to write this is, you should write the remainder, sorry, not a remainder here, quotient. You should write after dividing quotient plus, we should remember the remainder you should write divided by, what is the divisor we are writing here, divisor. Okay, we can check once I repeat, quotient plus remainder divided by divisor. Okay, what is the step you are written, 1 by 2 is called in this example, that is called quotient. Again 1 by 2 times of this is the value we get finally remainder. Okay, last is a divisor. Observe the result. We can observe what is the degree of the numerator is 1, the degree of the denominator is 2. Definitely degree of the numerator is less than degree of the denominator. It is a proper fraction. We can apply the next further process for the partial fractions. You should remember, if it is given in the question, if it is a proper fraction, directly you can apply the properties of proper fractions. We have the procedure in the second PU or 8th standard or 9th standard, we learned many examples on the basis of this is. Okay, until and unless to get in proper fraction, we cannot get the procedure or you cannot find the nth derivative here. You should remember. Okay, observe the result. How to get a proper fraction here? We are finding, okay, that is linear, means numerator having the linear term, denominator is also two linear non-repeated terms. We can write it as a by b by. This is the procedure. Okay, next is we get in whatever the term is mentioned here. Individually I am finding these two. 7x plus 6 divided by 2x square plus 7x plus 6. We are writing as a by and b by. How to find the value of a and b? Multiply this equation by the denominator. We are multiplying. Finally, a into we get a 2x plus 3 plus b into x plus 2. We are substituting a suitable value for x is equal to, we are making an a equal to 0. The later we can put a suitable value for x is equal to something, we get making equal to b equal to 0. Finally, we get an a equal to some value and b equal to, but in this case we get a is equal to 8 and b is equal to minus 9 after finding the procedure. We know that already. Okay, next step, whatever the things you can write what is an a and b, we are writing as same thing, a and b value. Okay, next thing is you are finding an nth derivative of this function, total function, nth derivative of this function. Observe the result. What is given? X square plus 2, x plus 2 plus 2x plus 3. It is also the, what is the value? This is 7x plus 6 and so on. But you should write here whatever the function is mentioned here, this is the function. Okay, after getting a solution by applying the proper fraction and bringing it into a proper fraction, after applying the procedure for partial fraction, we are making an individual term. What is an a by and b by? The very interesting term you should notice this is the nth derivative formula for 1 by x plus a or ax plus b. Means I in the previous session we derived the result for 1 over ax plus b whole to the power of 1. It is a linear term, p equal to minus 1 in the case of ax plus b whole to the power of m. Okay, in this formula what it says, that final formula is very clear. Okay, minus 1 to the power of n, we are n plus 1 because we written it is a negative value, that is the reason. Okay, now n into n factorial, how many times you are finding n factorial, to denominator x plus 2 whole to the power of n plus 1. Here also same thing, 9 by 2 means it is an 1 by 2. Finally, we have the result. I will go, this is the result. Actually, you are writing the nth derivative for this result. 1 by 2 is a constant, it is 0. Again 1 by 2 times of, you should substitute the values here, 1 by 2 times of, this is the value. That is the reason in the final step I am not mentioned here, I written as finally 1 by 2 times of 1 by 2 times of 1 by 2 times of 8 by 2 nothing but 4 I written here. Again 9 by 2 I written here. Okay, after multiplying minus it become a minus here. Minus 1 to the power of n result, n factorial 2 to the power of n means formula says that a to the power of n, here is a is equal to 1, that's the reason I am not written here. Okay, next is very clear, denominator is 2x plus 3 whole to the power of n plus 1. This is of the type 1 over ax plus b. The result is minus 1 to the power of n factorial a to the power of n divided by ax plus b whole to the power of n plus 1. Result I applied here for the linear terms in the denominator. Okay, next you should recall once again the procedure, bring the proper fraction, apply the procedure of proper fractions, and again find what is an a and b are unknowns, then apply the nth derivative formula 1 over ax plus b, we get this result. Okay, we can come to the next result here. Okay, next example, we are finding an nth derivative of logarithmic function. We very clearly log of ax plus b into cx plus t. It is understood log a into b formula or log x into y formula. How to write log a into x, a into b can be written as a log a plus log b formula. First thing you should remember, because we don't know the nth derivative of log a into b formula, should bring it as log a or log b formula. That is the reason I written here. Okay, directly this is a very standard result. We know that the logarithmic differentiation, nth differentiation of log ax plus b, you are applying directly the result here, minus 1 to the power of n minus 1, actually it is an n minus 1, you should remember. Again n minus 1 factorial, a to the power of n means a to the power of n, ax plus b to the power of n. Here also same thing, wherever minus 1 to the power of n minus 1, you should write here n minus 1 factorial c to the power of n cx plus d whole to the power of n. One very important thing you should notice that what is the 1 over ax plus b, nth derivative is denominator is n plus 1, denominator is n plus 1. Numerator is having an n, but in the logarithmic function the numerator having minus 1 to the power of n minus 1 factor. These are the important notice, you should remember difference between 1 over ax plus b and log of ax plus b results. Okay, finally after simplification we get this is the final step. After taking n minus 1 is a common, finally we get this result for the logarithm of ax plus b. Okay, the next one thing you should remember, once I just want to recap, there are 4 type of very standard result: cos power 4x, bring the linear form; cos cube x into sin square x, bring into a transformation formula, bring it as a single term. The next is bring the improper become a proper, then apply the procedure, use the formula 1 over ax plus b. The next is log a plus b, a plus b, a into b, we don't have the results, should bring it as a log a b, can be written as log a plus log b formula, then apply the results for nth derivative. These are the assignment problems you should work out. It is of the type log a by b formula can be written as log a by b can be log a minus log b, directly apply the results. The second one is e power 2x into cos square x into sin x. We should remember e power x into sin x, make it as one result, cos square x by using a transformation formula. Hyperbolic x can be written as e to the power of, you can write sin hyperbolic 2x, e power 2x minus e power minus 2x divided by 2, then multiply this sin 4x, it becomes what? The result of the type like this, e power 2x into sin 4x of the type e power 2x into sin 4x means this is the formula of an nth derivative e power x into sin of bx plus c. We can apply for this. Divided again, fourth one is x divided by x minus 1 into x plus 2. Definitely x divided by x minus 1 into x plus 2. Degree of the numerator is 1, degree of the denominator is 2. It is a proper fraction. Directly apply the properties of proper fraction. You can solve it. Okay, next just I want to recap. Okay, are you following or not? We can check the one evaluation result. Find the 0th derivative of e power 2x value. Okay, observe the result. 0th derivative means we are not differentiating, we are taking the function as it is. A is equal means first option is 1, second option is e power 2x, third option is 1, that is minus 1 actually. D, the fourth option is infinity. Finally, the solution is B, the solution, that is e power 2x. Okay, next is very clear. Okay, now what is the value of second order derivative of sin x? Sin x should be differentiated twice. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Cos x differentiation is minus sin x. The first option is 1, second option is sin x, third option is minus sin x, d is 0. I think your expected solution is, what is the solution finally? The c is n minus sin x is the solution. Okay, next is the third question, that is differentiation of a power 2x. A power 2x differentiation is a power 2x into 2 into log a, or log a means we can write it as 2 into a power 2x into log 2. Okay. Next is second option is 0, third option is 2 into a power 2x into log a, then D option is 1. Finally, we can say that there is a difference between log 2 and log a. These are the two similar solutions. We can find a solution is a C is 2 into e power 2x into log a is the solution. Okay, now the reference books are same thing. Test mathematics by N. Rudraya, higher engineering mathematics by P. S. Grewal. Okay, we will meet in the next session for the more examples.